Other than perhaps in a simple retail transaction between a store and a customer, every business that enters into a relationship with a business partner or a client or a customer or a service provider should have a written contract. It's really important to have a written contract that sets forth what the understanding between the parties is. What's going to be performed or what's going to be delivered? What are the rights of the parties? What are the obligations of the parties? What are the responsibilities of the parties? You want to make sure that those are clearly set out in a contract so that when, through the course of the relationship between the parties, or 6 months later or some period later, people's memories have faded somewhat, they can refer back to the contract and they can say, okay, we have outlined specifically 1, 2, 3, these points that are going to deal with what the responsibilities and the obligations of the parties are in the contractual relationship. What's really important is not simply having a short contract because it's short and easy and everybody understands what their obligations and rights are, but to have a contract that's of whatever length that may be necessary so as to set forth the rights and responsibilities and to primarily avoid uncertainty and to avoid ambiguity and to deal with the what-ifs. What if there's a breach or what if there's a violation? And if there's a dispute, how is that dispute going to be resolved and where is it going to be resolved? So choice of law is important. The laws of what state are going to govern that particular contract. And if there's a dispute, where is that dispute going to be resolved? Is it going to be resolved in the local jurisdiction of party A, or will it be resolved in the jurisdiction of party B? These are important things to consider because if both parties are on separate sides of the country, one party or the other may have to travel a long distance to resolve disputes, whether it's through court litigation or through arbitration or mediation. So in considering what to include in a contract, you must take into account those factors and, again, try really hard to avoid uncertainty and ambiguity. Do your research, find the right forms and templates that work for you, and if necessary, consult with your legal advisor.